and the Hermit. So, concept and idea of the Hermit is Saturn in the first house. It's really Saturn in the first, fourth, or 10th house, seventh included. It's Saturn, gatekeeper of the threshold. Okay? And that concept and idea is discernment, being able to withdraw resources oftentimes being the physical representation of spirit. And it's not just soul searching, it's also discernment. Understanding cycles. And it is, because something needs to be released and things aren't as they appear. There is a need for important psychic insights. So I feel like the gatekeeping is very much 7th house, 4th house here, which is about the heart chakra, the crown chakra, basically the unification of the soul. Soul being the embodiment, the expression of Neptune energies. Typically connects us to a group, a family, a school, if you would. Think about fishes in the sea, Neptune being the sea. Right? They belong to a family, a circle, a school. And the circle here is about earth seed, earth family. And basically the wake-up call that we get from the spirit and how we anchor that into the soul group. So, my findings here is that there's a need for the refinement, the development of the higher self, of the highest aspect of the self, the spiritual body. And that's going to require courage, wisdom, strength, fortitude, and awareness of the eternity of the soul. And that is on the grounds of some type of wake-up call from the spirit, a resurrection of the self, facing your shadow side, finding the truth of who you truly are, who you were born to be. What is your mission, spirit, purpose, karma, destiny in this lifetime? How does that manifest? And it is all about the cycle of refining the self, the cycle of perfecting the self, using spiritual technology, even a devotional path to the great goddess. There's a lot of events going on behind the scenes, deep in the depths of our consciousness. Okay? And what's going on behind the scenes is some type of release of wounding. And it will be anchored in our beliefs, so we'll need to do the work of having that transition. Because the recommendation here is release fears that hold us back. There's a new beginning here, like a new home, a new opening, a new budding of the heart, according to our willingness and receptivity to go on this journey of, again, like I said, refining the spirit, stepping into the spiritual body, understanding, the aura, the chakras, how that anchors us into the earth grid, however, how it also channels down and anchors down the mana, the heavenly self, okay? It seems like we need to move into union and bond with the higher self. And we need to understand that process. It needs to be a conscious decision. We might not know exactly what that looks like, but we need to know that that's what we want. Even if we don't know how, we need to know what it is that we want. It needs to be spiritual. It needs to be anchoring into the soul group, okay? So I'm going to continue this briefing over on the temple site. And again, this was Soul Purpose Saturday. It's just a Soul Purpose briefing here. My findings are that we need strength, courage, and wisdom to close out cycles of refining the self. And the way that's going to happen, or my recommendation for that, is to go ahead and have that aha moment about what's deep alive in you and what's happening on a spiritual level, what you might have been recently unaware of, and release all of the things that facilitate the blockages to that awareness. So typically it would be attachments to materiality that can be an emotional state as well. Emotions are physical, but people, places, and things are these attachments here, because we are spending some time alone in quiet meditation, the need to self-discover, really find the spirit through soul searching. Okay, so I'm going to continue this over in the temple. I hope to see you there. The link will be in the show notes, or you can go to vertexofabundance.org. In the navigation menu across the top, you'll see Oracle Series, and you could just find this under Soul Purpose Saturday.